we're going to see who can make the best backstory to some of our craziest nicknames.
Let's make small talk.
So I have here some of our appropriate nicknames, some of our better ones that we've had for real people. These are real nicknames that we've called people repeatedly in the past.
And obviously me and Ben know what these nicknames are for, who they're for, why they're there. So instead of come up with something like something stupid and make it fake, we're going to come up with something that we can
You guys are going to create backstories for these names as if these people were real, as if these weren't nicknames, they were the actual people in history. And I'm going to judge them, and whoever gets the most votes wins.
Gets ice cream.
I want ice cream.
You owe us ice cream.
Oh, you owe me ice cream.
Oh. All right, are you ready to begin?
I am ready.
Yes.
All right. The first nickname is Thumbs McCoy.
Thumbs McCoy.
Now we're going round robin, so John, go first.
All right.
And then Ben will go first for the next one.
Yeah.
All right.
Thumbs McCoy. So, this obviously was a cowboy.
Absolutely.
And back in the day, Thumbs McCoy would use his two thumbs to gouge out the eyes of his enemies. Now this guy, he was a mean guy. He had a big beard. He was very rough, tough, and
He was an
McCoy.
outlaw.
The Blackbeard of the West.
Outlaw. And he took his two thumbs, Thumbs McCoy, and he just shoved it in my eye sockets. Right there. That's what he did. That's my
All
back.
right. Ben, you're
All right. Thumbs McCoy also was a cowboy,
Oh, he was a double cowboy.
but he only had thumbs. He had no fingers except for thumbs. He was born that way. Leave him alone.
Now,
It doesn't. It was.
Is it
It
10
wasn't his
thumbs,
fault.
or is it just the thumbs?
No, he just had the hooks at the end.
So it was
But-
like this.
Little
I'm
does
gonna get you.
anyone know that he was the greatest sharpshooter in the West. With both, he had two revolvers strapped on his chest. Thumbs McCoy.
Is that it?
Yeah.
They were both extremely underwhelming. I'm going to have to go with John.
Oh well.
Boom.
I like the bearded outlaw sort of thing.
Gouging him
I was hoping you would say that his thumbs are his revolver. So
I was going to
Most
do that, but I was
tremendous.
going to get called. I was afraid of getting called out for being unrealistic.
No.
We can be
Anything
unrealistic. I think we
goes.
should be
All right.
unrealistic in these.
All right, the next one, homemade fat sauce. Who is homemade fat sauce?
Homemade fat sauce. All right, Ben, you.
Homemade fat sauce was not a person; it was a bucket.
Was once a bucket.
Homemade fat sauce was a bucket. Yeah, that's all I have.
Homemade fat
That's
sauce
it?
was a bucket.
It was a bucket, a sentient bucket with a face and mouth, no nose, and it vomited. That's what I'm trying to say. It vomited food for a town, the town of Townsville. That's
Isn't that the Powerpuff
yeah,
Girls town?
I realized that, but that's okay. They got all their food from the bucket known as homemade fat sauce, and they called it the food regurgitated, the homemade fat sauce, and they'd eat it and they were happy.
All right, John.
Okay. So, this is how I interpret homemade fat sauce. So, one day, John was at home and he was cooking up a stew, and he added Chemical X.
Also Powerpuff
So you're
Girls.
both going for that Powerpuff Girl sort of theme. Carry on.
And little did John know that when he added Chemical X and ate this, was I saying I was making soup? I think I was making soup.
Something.
Maybe a stew?
I ate it, and I turned into a blob. And this blob is known as homemade fat sauce. Now, homemade fat sauce is a superhero, and his superpower is he just melts on people. Just
I would think
melt.
of
He just,
homemade
he just
fat sauce
can
as
teleport on top of people and just melt over them.
I got
And
a
that
pretty
is
good
how he
image of
stops
that.
them. He's melting.
I'm going to have to give that to John just because
Well,
I
yeah,
imagine,
because
like,
mine doesn't
if
make
there's
sense,
an
really.
evildoer, he's running through the streets trying to, rob a bank, and you just plop on his head and so who is down and like, no, you don't. I got you now.
Don't you do that, boy.
homemade fat sauce, buddy.
Okay. Dukey Corn. John, your turn. Who is Dukey Corn?
Dukey Corn. Okay. So, Dukey Corn. Oh, jeez, I don't even know if I got one for this. Dukey Corn. He is from the future. He came back in time from a time where everyone is made of poop. everyone, not just the animals, not just the plants. Everyone, everything.
In a normal universe, only the animals and plants would be made of poop.
Right.
Everything is made of poop, even the people. And so he comes back, and he is the corniest joke teller of all time. He tells the corniest.
You said the
jokes.
exact same spin I was going to do. God dang it.
Now this guy is made of poop. Came back from the future, and he tells corny jokes. That is his deal. That's all he does. He just tells corny jokes. That's why he came back.
Typical Dukey Corn.
Typical Dukey Corn telling those
Now I have to
corny
think of
jokes.
something new. It's
Well,
gonna be
you're
bad.
on the
It's gonna be
spot.
even worse
No,
than
Do
the
it.
last one. That's okay.
I'm winning all.
Go
of this.
ahead.
Off the top of my head, Dukey Corn was a bicyclist.
Okay.
He liked to ride the Tour de France, you know, and he's never lost. He's always won, but only because
Is he Lance
He-
Armstrong in disguise?
Dukey Corn.
he taught
Lance Armstrong is secretly Dukey Corn.
You heard it here first. No, he trained Lance Armstrong.
Oh.
But anyway,
You're like a Mr. Sensei.
right. Dukey Corn, he was sponsored by the brand Corn.
He was sponsored by Corn, the brand.
Right. They
I was
sold,
thinking
they sold
corn
various
flakes.
household items.
Just corn.
They sold various household
Oh,
items.
so it's like okay.
Yeah, it's Corn brand.
It's like the
Corn.
band. The band is just corn, but it's not necessarily like just corn.
That's true. Okay. Keep going.
But one race that he was doing, it was very tragic.
Oh, tragic.
He was going very, very fast, as races usually do. But some inconsiderate fool, let their dog Dukey on the road.
Oh! Oh no!
Not even
And-
pick it up.
Right, he just left it.
But his name was
And-
Dukey Corn before this already?
Nope.
was
His
Destiny.
name was Bill.
Oh, this
Bill
is like
Destiny. And
Bill
he-
Destiny!
I
No,
heard
Bill Destiny,
He was
no!
riding his bike down. He hit the Dukey and slid.
Oh no. Bill Destiny.
And Bill Destiny forever
Became
on was named
Dukey
Dukey
Corn.
Corn.
I like it just because of the tragic upset. I wanted Bill Destiny to win, but I knew he could not. I'm gonna give that to Ben.
Yeah.
That's-
Marinara
This
de Gout.
guy.
That is 2 for John, 1 for Ben.
That's right.
Yeah.
that
Marinara
right?
de Gout.
Marinara de Gout, Ben.
An Italian mobster who loves marinara sauce.
Oh, Marinara de Gout.
Is that it?
That's it.
Alright.
You have a tough act to follow. Because that's basically the backstory of the actual nickname.
I didn't even remember that. I didn't remember any actual story.
So, Marinara de Gout. Let's see. So, once a goat, Marinara de Gout was raised
Sounds like a Canadian goat. Oh, look at the goat.
from Canada. Fine. Was once a Canadian goat. Now, this Canadian goat stumbled into a DNA facility. It specialized in swapping DNA, obviously.
Okay.
And so basically, you're trading brains from one subject to another. This goat's brain was transferred into that of a human.
I thought you were going to say into that of a bowl of marinara.
That would have been much better.
Damn it! I lost it! Let me finish, anyways. It's transferred into a person, and this person, before becoming a goat, obviously, had this affinity for marinara sauce. And so when this goat went into the person, the person rather,
Speed it up a little bit.
liked marinara sauce. Fuck it.
The end.
Dingle, berry.
All right.
Dingleberry Pop Spot.
Did you
Crap.
think of it? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did one.
I'm going to give that to Ben because of organization.
I
Boom,
couldn't
boom, boom,
think.
boom, 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 boom.
All right.
You mean immediacy.
Beach Eyes. John, go. Story of Beach Eyes.
Beach eyes. So, typical Baywatch scene. Lifeguard running down the beach. Slow mo. Face flat in the sand.
Face plant.
Face flat in the sand.
Face flat in
A
the
beach.
sand.
All in his eyes. Too much beach in those eyes. And he could not see for the rest of his life. It is a very sad story.
All right.
Poor beach eyes.
He tried to be dramatic and attractive,
Did
but he
not.
just tripped on a sandcastle.
Poor guy.
Beach Eyes was a pirate. He had extremely big eyes, and he was afraid of the water.
So he was like the beached whale of pirates.
So one day he was on Blackbeard's ship, and he was like, "Hey, Blackbeard, when are we gonna find some land?" Because he has a stutter now too.
And pull it away.
He chose the stuttering land pirate.
Blackbeard said never, arg, and then he threw him overboard. That's the end. He died.
Oh.
So, but just with the exception of the terrible ending, I'm gonna have to give that to Bennett.
I'd give that to you.
I
That
get
was a
ice
good
cream.
one.
Like, what do you think?
No, wait. I have 2. You have,
And I have 3.
3.
Yeah.
We have time for one more? I think we have time for one more.
Yeah. So
Do Stumpy.
the last one, Stumpy the Magnificent.
Yes.
Who goes this time?
I think it's
Ben.
Ben. Oh no.
Stumpy.
So
Stumpy the
Ben, you have to win this one. John, if you win this one, it goes to a tiebreaker.
Stumpy the Magnificent. He fought Nam.
Damn.
He was running along, just mind his own business, trying to fight a war that he could not win, and he stepped in a mine, and he lost all of his appendages.
Oh!
Except for
He was a literal stump.
He was he had a head, and he had this much on his arms and legs. And he also lost his voice. He couldn't talk anymore. But everybody made fun of him, and he couldn't defend himself.
Guy like that? That's messed up.
And they sent him home. He couldn't fight anymore. He couldn't hold a rifle. But his family made fun of him too because he just looked so silly.
Poor Stumpy!
Well, his name was Bill Victory.
He fought him.
And
Not Bill Victor. Wrap this up.
and they called him Stumpy the Magnificent
Right.
because they loved him.
Oh, such a twist!
John, go.
Bill Destiny!
You're running out of
He's
time.
back!
You're running out of time, John.
Stumpy the Magnificent was once a tree. Now this tree, he was the best tree he could be. He thought he was the best tree ever. He was gonna be big. He was gonna be the biggest tree in the redwood forest. And one fateful day, Thumbs McCoy came in.
Guns a-blazing with the thumbs a-blazing.
Thumbs a-blazing. He's like, I'm gonna poke the crap out of this tree. Poke the... Come down to a stump. Stumpy the Magnificent.
I would say that he
thought he could be the
problem with your
tallest.
story though.
He whittled.
He doesn't have eyes, and Stumpy only assaults people in the eye.
Thought he could
Not Stumpy.
That's true.
Thought he could be the tallest. And Thumbs McCoy just right in the tree bark. And turned him into a stump.
Zach?
And from then on, Stumpy could not deal with himself. He committed suicide.
I think I'm going to give this one to John just because you had a great start, but after the first sentence, you went completely downhill.
Yep.
So
sense.
the tiebreaker is bootleg. Now, here's the thing. You have 10 seconds.
Right.
John, 10 seconds begins now.
All right, bootleg. He went to the store one time, and he really had to poop, and so he took a DVD, and he tried to wipe his butt with it. That's it.
And that's time. All right, your time begins.
Tried to wipe his butt with that,
10
with that
seconds
DVD.
now.
He stole lots of movies at frickin' something, and his legs were too short, and he could only wear boots.
John wins for.
I'm done. I win. You just got
John
It
wins.
was already in my mind.
John wins because you lacked complete and utter originality.
Yeah. Well, I thought of it as he was telling it, and it was
bragging rights.
So, John, I owe you ice cream some point in the distant future.
Distant future.
Well, fellas, thank you for tuning in and watching this very competitive competition. If you like that, be sure to subscribe and join the fellowship. You want to be a fella.
You want to be a fella.
Join today.
So, Ben, you get to make the outro.
Oh no.
Another put me on the spot, Ben. Come on.
John's a beached whale, and Zach is a whale wrangler.
Oh gosh. Wait.
No.
I feel like I'll be a beach whale, but Ben should be something else.
How about I'm a seal?
You're a pirate.
I'm a seal.
No, I'm a beach whale, and he's a
How
seal.
about I'm Beach Eyes the pirate?
Yeah.
And I'll be the whale.
Yeah.
There you go.
You afraid of water too? Yeah, I wouldn't go in that water if I was you.
I was in the water before, man. It was pretty scary.
Yeah, there's so much of it.
There was sharks in there, man. There were 8-legged creatures in there, man.
Just get
I want to go back, man.
Get the sand in your eye. You can't see the water that way.
Okay.
See you next week.
What's up, fellas? This is John. If you liked that video, then be sure to check out more in the annotations, where you can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Make sure you subscribe to join the fellowship today. See you in the next video, fellas.